Hey foodies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be making a very easy shortbread cookies, and I can assure you that this cookies was everything tasty. So please, if you haven't subscribed, just click on that subscribe button by the right hand side of your phone. Thank you. For this recipe we're going to be using about 140 grams of salted butter. Next thing we're going to be doing now is just to mix everything up. You have to mix it. If you have a mixer, then you can use it, but if you don't, you can do it manually. I would always recommend you to use salted butter because of the rich flavor it gives to your cookies. Few seconds of mixing, then you can add some powdered sugar, which is about a half cup, and the mixing continues. So we continue to mix it for a few more minutes, and then you can go in with some drops of vanilla essence. This is about a teaspoon. Once that is done, we're going to mix that all up. This consistency is exactly what we are gunning for. You have to be sure that you have that creamy and fluffy texture. So once your mixture is like this, then you're ready for the next stage. Next thing, we are going to be adding some flour, which is a cup and a half. You make sure it is sieved so you get that fine texture. You don't want to have all those kind of lumps in your shortbread, so you have to make sure that it comes out very, very nicely. There's one thing I love about this recipe is how simple it is. It's very simple and it's very straightforward, and it's something that you can just easily watch and then you can just recreate the recipe and it will come out very nicely. So after you've added the flour, you're going to give it one final stir. You mix that all up together, and then it all comes together. And once that is done, we're going to go for the next stage. So now we're going to transfer that to a clean surface, and normally for shortbread you just decide to roll it out and then cut it out, but for this recipe we are doing a different method, and that is you have to form it into a rectangular shape, allow it to form, and then you cut it out to your desired shapes. Now we're just going to sprinkle just a little bit of flour to help you work with the dough more easier, and then you knead it for a few minutes. And once that is done, then you mold it. Make sure you have to mold it, but you can decide to skip this method and then cut it into your desired shape. But this procedure, it helps you to work easier with your dough. Of this shortbread, it really turned out more than I expected. I was like, wow, this is really tasty. It's not exactly like this shortbread biscuit that we know, the Magvite. It's not exactly the taste, but I can assure you that it really tasted good. So now you can see that I'm just trying to get my rectangular shape right, and once you've done that, you're going to put it in the freezer and allow the shape to form. So because we want our cookies nice and firm, we're going to wrap it up in a film bag and allow it to allow the shape to form. And once that is done, then you can be able to work with your cookies. But now I'm just going to place it in the freezer, and I left mine for about 30 minutes. So now our cookies is all nice and firm, just the way we want it, and now we're just going to work with it. And one thing you have to bear in mind is that the thicker you cut it, the longer you have to leave it in the oven to bake. But then the thinner it is, the lesser time it is required to So now you just have to just slice them into your desired shapes, and then you can just throw it all into the oven. You can just decide to eat it this way if you can though. But you just have to be patient. Once you've gotten to this stage, you just have like 10 minutes to just bake it in the oven, flip the other side and bake the other side, and it doesn't take a long time to bake. It doesn't really. Some of these cookies are just stubborn. I just wanted to just break, but that is fine. So I'm just making holes. I'm just creating holes on those cookies. It's completely optional. You can decide to just skip this part. To be honest, these cookies didn't look perfect, but it tasted perfectly. Like, it was just imperfectly perfect. I loved these cookies, and I will recommend that you try it out. You'll love it too. After you're done creating your hole or perforating the cookies, then you can just take it gently and transfer it to your pan. But for this recipe, I used the baking tin. I just wanted to improvise to show you that you can also use baking tin. So here are the cookies, and right now I'm just going to throw it in the oven and allow them to bake 10 minutes on each side. Voila! Are these cookies not so perfect? Like, they just looked so yum yum. I just had to take it outside to give it that sunlight, you know. One important thing I didn't mention, and that is, once the cookies are done 10 minutes on each side, if you touch it, it seems soft. You think that it's not done. Just take them out and keep them, allow them to cool, and then it will form perfectly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this easy recipe, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe for more videos and share with a friend. I'll be so glad if you try out this recipe. And then most importantly, thanks for watching. Don't be a stranger. Bye.